Hi, everybody. Welcome to Athens Beauty. I am so excited right now because I have an opportunity to interview one of my best friends. Her name is Julie Brown. Say hi, Julie.
Hey.
When this video is done, she's going to interview me. So keep watching and remember to check that one out next, okay? Yeah, her and I met together in a Dress Your Truth group for Carol Tuttle's energy program. And so we're both 1-4s for those of you who want to know. And so I think we have kind of this energy that links us together, and we just love to chat about things. So we thought we'd come together today and do a collaboration. I really want you to hear what she has to offer. I think it'll really help you in your life. Right now, I'm really trying to focus on being positive and just really looking for all the beauty in life. And so we're going to talk about that today. Before we get started with the questions, I just want to make sure you know a little bit about her experience and her business. Can you tell us about that part?
Sure. My business is Julie Brown Coaching, and I kind of do quite a few little different things, but mostly I'm a life coach and mentor, and I love to help people to reach their goals and to create that positive energy in their life, especially people who are entrepreneurs, because I'm really passionate about business and those kind of things, because we have a strong business background. My husband is an entrepreneur, and we work together on his business, and I have lots of business training under my belt, and so I'm just kind of like, I love business. I love seeing people be successful with their businesses. So anyway, I focus a lot on that, but I just work with people to help empower them to reach their goals. But I'm also an auto mechanic. I love working with people, and cars are not people. And I like working on cars, but I don't love it. I love people more. I also teach women's auto classes, and I have a big garden that I grow, and I stay busy just like Athena does. I stay busy all the time. I have official training as a life coach and mentor through 3 Key Elements, and then I'm also and through from some other companies also. I've also been a coach for them. So, and I've been working on cars for 15 years. I've been a life coach for 2 years. So so there's my
Okay, very good. There's just 3 questions, and at the end of the video, I will talk a little bit about how Julie's program has affected me. Okay, so first question, what do you find most beautiful in life?
I would say relationships. I feel like people are so important to happiness. I think you can be happy by yourself, but I feel like you get true fulfillment through really awesome relationships. And I just don't know that you can get that by yourself. Like, if you don't have some really good relationships in your life, I don't feel like you can reach the full amount of happiness that people can have in, that's that is possible in life. And so I think that's the most beautiful thing, is having strong, beautiful relationships.
That's great. Yeah, and I mean, we're in this world together, we didn't get dropped off by ourselves. Thanks, Julie. So next question, how has feeling beautiful helped you in your life?
Okay, so I think that all women deep down sometimes want to feel beautiful. I think that it's just a part of being a woman. And no matter how they're dressed right now, or what they look like, or how they feel right now, deep down inside, every woman wants to be beautiful and feel beautiful. And I think that the feminine energy that women have makes them beautiful. And so I feel like when I tap into my feminine energy, and this is funny because you're talking to an auto mechanic here, right? What more masculine energy can get, right? This is because I know what I'm talking about. I have lived in that masculine energy, and I am okay with being super feminine and working on cars, because I've come to terms with that. And so I try to move my body in a feminine way, and I try to look feminine, and I took the Dressing Your Truth course because I didn't know how to dress myself to feel good and feminine. I just would wear workout clothes all day because I didn't know what else to wear, and they weren't cute workout clothes either. So I just wear like old t-shirts. And honestly, sometimes I still do if I'm busy, but it's I feel like I am doing it only because I'm busy now instead of before I just didn't know how to feel beautiful.
Yeah.
And so being feminine has really made me feel beautiful, and it's made me realize that I am beautiful no matter what. Like it doesn't have to do with my outer appearance. It just helps me feel more beautiful when I take care of myself, which I think is a feminine attribute. Take care of yourself.
Let me stem off of that a little bit more. When you're talking about feminine beauty, it really makes me think back to why God created man and woman. We're different, and not to say that every woman is going to be like the epitome of femininity. I mean, because we all have our different levels of that. But really honoring who you are, who you were born as, I think can really help you to find happiness and that true beauty, because that's who you were meant to be. Just really honor those women attributes that we have.
Yeah, I think so too. I feel more empowered because of it. I feel like a better woman because I've embraced my femininity, and I also feel like it's improved my relationship because it's given my husband permission to be masculine because they work hand in hand. If I'm trying to be more masculine, my husband, it's got to have a balance. You know the circle thing with the white and the black, yin yang, yeah,
Oh,
yin yang,
yeah.
feminine, masculine, right? So it's a circle. It's balanced. There has to be balance. So in a relationship, if you're trying to be more masculine or being more masculine because you feel like your husband's not masculine enough, like trying to take care of the family in the ways he should, then it's going to be thrown off, and he's going to have to be more feminine because you're being more masculine. And so fully embracing femininity has helped my relationship so that my husband can feel better about being a man, being masculine. So anyway, I think it's just fun.
This is why I wanted to interview you, because you have such smart things to say about relationships. And I really believe that it can make that much of a difference in your relationship if you believe this lady. Yeah, thank you, Julie.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think, okay, can I give a tip?
Yeah.
I'm a life coach. I have to do that, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming maybe a woman will be watching this video, but I'll give a tip for both. Okay, so how to embrace that femininity a little bit more. Go up to your husband and think in your mind that you're drizzling yourself on him. So instead of just going up to him like you normally do, go up to him and lay yourself on him and kiss him like so femininely, like gentle, and see what happens. It's fun. Oh,
I was going to say, hopefully only married women are watching this show.
and then also, if you want to help your husband boost his masculinity, say for example you feel like he's not embraced that as much as he should, and a way to encourage him is to tell him how much you admire what he is masculine in. So my husband has way bigger hands than me, but I have kind of small hands, right? Maybe he doesn't feel like he has huge hands, but they're huge to me. So I say, I love how masculine and large your hands are. Okay? So it can be anything about him that you feel like is masculine. I tell him, I love how safe I feel in your arms. He feels like a big protector, right? So things like that where it makes him feel like a man and that he's your protector and your provider, it makes him feel like $1,000,000, let me tell you. And it makes you feel awesome too, because it helps you feel more feminine to tell him those things. So anyway, it's a fun little thing you can try.
That is fun. Thank you, Julie. So cool. Okay, I've been really excited for this last question. Let me just say it like that. All right, if you came across someone that maybe you would never meet again, and you could only tell them one thing from your relationship program, what would that be?
Okay, this I love teaching people about this because it has helped my marriage so much. What it is a marriage mastermind meeting, is what I call it. But I want to preface by saying I feel like one of the most important parts of marriage is communication. And I came from a non-communicating family. Like, we have these issues with communication. We don't tell each other where we're going. We don't tell each other stuff. We just don't. We just don't talk as much as we should. Like, we just don't communicate like we should. And I came into my marriage like this, maybe having an extra dose of that. And like, maybe some of my siblings are better than I am, but I came into my marriage with an extra dose of this non-communication problem. And to the point that I couldn't even talk on the phone with people. Like, it petrified me to talk on the phone. It was so bad. And like, I've overcome so much, as you can tell. And anyway, so our major problem in our marriage was communication. I was not communicating with him, and he wasn't communicating with me. It scared me to communicate. It scared me to talk to him about stuff, anything. And so I needed a place where I could feel safe, that I could communicate. And he needed, because he needs to know what's going on so that he can plan. He's a planner, and so he needs to know what's going on. I'm spontaneous, and so I don't tell him what's going on. I just spontaneously go do stuff, and he's like, "Where'd you go?" And so it was causing problems in our marriage. He needed to know what's going on, and I wasn't telling him. And so we started doing these meetings that were once a week. It was scheduled on the same day, every single week, once a week. We do it on Sunday night, because after we get the kids to bed, that tends to be a night that we generally don't have something. And so every Sunday night is marriage mastermind time. And we talk to each other about our schedules, any issues that we're having with our kids or marriage or money, whatever issues can be in that safe environment where I know, for me, I don't want to bring something up to him that I'm having an issue with if I don't know he has time to talk about it.
Yeah.
And so it feels safe to me to say, okay, I know that he'll just be focused on this for the time, however long it takes for us to talk this through. And then I also teach as part of it, and you can go to my website and download a free training on this, but and I would encourage you to do that. It's juliebrowncoaching.com. But part of it is you also show physical affection, and you also compliment them. So if you know what the love languages are, you're covering all of them except for gifts. So if you want to bring a gift every week, you'd be covering all of the love languages once a week for sure.
In the
marriage mastermind meeting.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like it's just a phenomenal thing that can help you so much in your marriage. And so that's the one thing I would say to people is, if they're not doing that and doing all those things that I've created into it, I would say that should be number one thing that you should try to start doing. And sometimes I work with women, they're like, well, my man won't do this. Well, if the woman knows what needs to happen, she can kind of start those things without it being an official meeting until the husband is ready. You can still implement some of those things. You can, it just doesn't have to necessarily be a set meeting until they're ready. But I think they'd come around. I think unless they've had really bad issues, most men are good and they want to work with you, and they want to have, as long as you're honoring them, they'll totally come around. I've seen it time and time again. So
that is great, and I really enjoyed going through
the Becoming One course.
Mastermind.
The mastermind meeting, yeah.
I really loved the effect that it had on my marriage, and I will tell you that in my marriage, we were already doing a lot of those things. But Julie has a very special approach and steps that are very simple and some material to help you. It really made a difference, and I felt like it was very effective.
I don't try to work with people who have bad marriages. I work with people to make their marriages better.
I really hope everyone watching will be able to go check out her website. So this was so much fun to come together and interview you, Julie, and to do this collab on my YouTube channel. I'm really pleased with the way everything's going on my channel. And Julie actually has been my YouTube coach since I started. So what's up, Julie? So remember to go watch part 2, subscribe to my channel, and if you have any questions for us, can you please comment below? And we will definitely be going through those. Yeah, thank you, Julie. All things beautiful.